So for task 11, iterate over all properties. So add all the own properties of Beagle to the array own props. Add all of the prototype properties of dog to the array prototype props. So let's have for loop. So for let property in Beagle if Beagle that has own property then own props that push property then else prototype props that push property next is understand the constructor property. So write a join dog fraternity function that takes a candidate parameter and using the constructor property return true if the candidate is a dog, otherwise return false. So function join dog property fraternity candidate and return candidate that constructor equal to dog. Next is change the prototype to a new object. So add a property numLegs in the two methods eat and describe to the prototype of dog by setting the prototype to a new object. So numLegs is 4. Then it function console log num. Then describe function console.log my name is plus this dot name. Oops. Dog prototype. Remember to set the constructor property when changing the prototype. Define the constructor property of the dog prototype. So dog prototype is equal to constructor. So let's add constructor. Constructor, which is the dog, and then numLegs is for it function then function console.log num. Okay. Understand where an object's prototype comes from. So use is prototype of to check the prototype of Beagle. So dog that prototype that is prototype of then Beagle. Understand the prototype chain. So they has own property method is defined in object.prototype, which can be accessed by bird.prototype, which can then be accessed by duck. This is an example of the prototype chain. In this prototype chain, bird is the supertype for duck, while duck is the subtype. Object is a supertype for both bird and duck. Object is a supertype for all objects in JavaScript. Therefore, any object can use the has own property method. Modify the code to show the correct prototype chain. So let's say object that prototype that is prototype of then dog prototype. Next is use inheritance so you don't repeat yourself. The it method is repeated in both cat and bear. Edit the code in the spirit of dry by moving the it method to the animal supertype. So function cat name, and this name. So the cat prototype, constructor cat, and that function. Function cat name. So function bear. So let's remove this. So constructor is cat, then function bear, then bear that prototype, constructor bear. Let's remove the it function, then function animal, and animal that prototype, constructor that animal, then it function, then console that log num num num. Inherit behaviors from a supertype. So use object that create to make two instances of animal named duck and beagle. So let duck is equal to object that create, so animal that prototype. So same with the beagle. So object that create animal that prototype. So set the child's prototype to an instance of the parent. Modify the code so that the instances of dog inherit from animal. So let's have first dog that prototype is equal to object that create animal that prototype. Then let beagle as a new dog. Dog prototype animal prototype. So reset an inherited constructor property. Fix the code so duck.constructor and beagle.constructor return the respective constructors. So let's have bird.prototype that constructor is equal to bird. Then same with the dog. Let's have dog that prototype constructor is equal to dog. That's it.